So the principle that we wanted to test in our flagship experiment was trying to characterize the vineyard ecosystem from a precision viticulture approach using a proximal sensing method. The proximal sensing implies that we have a sensor that is mounted on a tractor, and the tractor drives through the rows and take the data. And so we wanted to avoid using a remote sensing principle in that case. The application that derives from this kind of information is very clear, because it would avoid the farmer to give water when it is not necessary, and it would avoid the farmer to give water when it's too late. So in other words, it's an early warning for initial water stress. To summarize the main results that we got from our sensor, I would say that we have two main novelties. The first is that the sensor is able to provide simultaneously either a thermal map and the vigor map of the same vineyard. And the second important novelty, that the post-processing is almost immediate, and so you may have availability of the maps right at the end of your work in the vineyard. In viticulture, we really want to optimize all the environmental resources, and we don't really have to forget, for instance, that viticulture uses a lot of chemicals for vineyard management. And so basically, applying any precision viticulture approach means that I'm trying to use at best the no-cost environmental resources that are basically radiation and precipitation. The Competence Center provided us with all the expertise that is very much needed when you have to validate data that are taken from a proximal sensing approach. And the validation requires, for instance, a lot of ground truthing analysis. For instance, taking physiological data or agronomical data, and that has been demonstrated to be a key point for that. At the end of this flagship experiment, we had a confirmation that the main challenge for trying really to get into a larger transfer of this technique is the perception by the end user that actually, without using additional inputs, he can actually achieve a larger profit from the vineyard. This is really the bottom line, and we are sure that if we combine different precision approaches, this can be reached.